is 8:34 right here on a Tuesday morning, and I am delighted to have a very, very special guest with me this morning, Andy Bronstein. Andy,
Hi.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Brad. How are you?
Boy, you know something? It's so hard for me to believe, and when I was told that you were coming in because you wanted to tell my listeners about North Carolina, the lifestyle there.
North Carolina is certainly a hotbed of activity. There are many people that do move from the north. I moved down there a little over a year ago because things were newer. The property taxes are very low, and I'll get into that. But one of the reasons
I just read a piece of news, the tax burden here in Connecticut,
Yes.
number 2 in the country.
And we're trying hard to be number 1, I'm sure. So.
Yeah.
North Carolina is great. I'm up here. I'm going to do some information sessions. And we did do a commercial with you that's been running all week. We've gotten some very good response of people calling to reserve a seat. So Wednesday and Thursday of this week, I'm going to be in the area just doing a free information session about the lifestyle, kind of answer questions people may have, give people some of the resources to check on North Carolina and even come down to North Carolina. We've got a couple of specials that if people come down, we can give them 3 days and 2 nights accommodations at some of these developments there for $99.
You're kidding?
Yeah. 3 days, 2 nights, and in one place it'll give them a round of golf and access to the fitness center, the pool, and so forth. And they can really experience the lifestyle. If people want to go in through the website, it's NorthCarolinaLifestyleNow.com. So they can either type the word North Carolina or just do NCLifestyleNow.com. Both will get them to the website. There's a ton of pictures on there. Most of them I've taken myself. There's some videos about the different beaches down there. Brad, I'm in the Wilmington area. It's the southeast corner of North Carolina. A lot of people, when they think of Wilmington, they think of Delaware.
Yes, I know.
Around 1990, they extended an interstate from 95 right down to Wilmington. And all of a sudden, Wilmington was on the map. It is a port city. They have the big cargo ships come in all the time. There's a river there called the Cape Fear River, which is about the same size as the Connecticut River. But instead of building an interstate along the river, as they did in Hartford, they have developed a wonderful, wonderful waterfront lifestyle. And if you look on this picture here, which is on the website, that is the waterfront.
Wow. Whoa.
And that whole area is a walkway. Let's see.
This is gorgeous.
Right here is there's a picture of the river walk. It's a little over 2 miles. They keep expanding it. They're building homes on the river.
Just got to interrupt you.
Sure.
I'm curious as far as taxes are concerned.
Okay.
That's what I hear about all the time, and I didn't read that story because I knew you were coming.
I know.
It was a story that I've been following and continue to read. It's out of control.
It is. Now I'll give you a quick example. The last 10 years that I was in Connecticut, I lived in a townhouse, a condo right over the Bloomfield line into West Hartford. 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, around 2,200 square feet. But in a community, there's no pool, there's no fitness center, there's no golf course, of course. And the taxes there, I just paid the tax because I'm renting it out right now to a family. The taxes there are $9,200. In North Carolina, and I'm in a town just outside of Wilmington called Leland. And in Leland, my taxes, I have the same place, a 3-bedroom, 3-bath townhouse. We've got swimming pools, indoor and out. We have a fitness center, tennis courts. They play pickleball, which I'll explain if we have time. And the taxes for the same size place is $2,100 a year.
What?
Yeah. So, as a matter of fact, in my presentation, I have
You're
a
kidding me.
copy.
$2,100 a year for what you just described?
Right. When I first went down, I thought the $2,100 was for every 6 months. You know, like in West Hartford, you pay a tax bill every 6 months. In Leland and most of North Carolina, you get one bill once a year. So there's a $7,000 difference. So this is why I, having been in real estate for a number of years now, said, how can I market this back in Connecticut? Because I've lived in Connecticut for 40 years. I'm originally from Rhode Island and moved here for college and stayed ever since. But how can I do this? How can I make this work? So that's why we're having the information sessions tomorrow and Thursday in Farmington and West Hartford, is to kind of just answer people's questions, like how do you make the move? How do you do that? This is an opportunity, I think, for people to make the change. So in addition to just taxes, the weather down there is very nice. Today it's like 80 degrees and sunny today. And the winters are very mild down there. I play tennis, and last winter I played outdoors all winter. When I lived here, I played right around the corner here at the Bloomfield Tennis Club. But we had to play indoors, of course. So down there, the weather is nice. The proximity to the beaches. There's Carolina Beach, Wrightsville Beach, Sunset Beach, Holden Beach. There are beaches. It's along the Atlantic Ocean. To get to the Atlantic Ocean from West Hartford is a 2.5-hour drive to Rhode Island, if you want an ocean beach. So
I want to ask you, because this is so exciting. I mean, I knew you were coming on. Okay, I've had calls from people. Mm-hmm. Is there a telephone number that my listeners can call?
860-323-3382. 860-323-3382. And people should also check out the website. And there's the best way to get there is www.northcarolinalifestylenow.com, or you can type in nclifestylenow.com, or they can call. But check out the website. There's a lot of photos of the lifestyle down there as well.
This is a beautiful, I mean, what you just brought and handed me.
Oh, you're going to hand these out to people.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, we're going to give these out. Sometimes you give out a business card.
They'll get a copy of this and want to get on the bus right now and go.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
When you give out a business card, business cards are small and they get lost. So I look at this as my big business card.
No, this is really, Andy, this is terrific.
I think another thing that's important is most of the homes they build down there are what they call one-floor living. The master bedroom is on the main floor. So almost every home in these developments, and I'm not representing one development here, by the way. There are many developments, and I go through a list of them. There's, 20, 30 new developments, different sizes, different amenities, but price-wise, everybody says, well, the taxes are great, but how much to get into a house down there? You can get into condos in the mid-150s, 160s. Houses you can get in under $300,000 and be in a new house.
You know something? It's fascinating, the story that you are telling my radio audience this morning. And I knew you were coming on, okay, but I didn't know anything about actually the costs.
Yeah.
But I mean, that is compared to the costs here. And the taxes, my God.
And it's more about just the money, and that's why I'm focusing on the lifestyle. So there are beaches, the Intracoastal Waterway, which goes from Florida all the way up to the Chesapeake Bay, that interior little river that parallels the ocean. There are harbors on there. Unfortunately, I don't have one on the brochure I gave you, but on the website, there are harbors everywhere and restaurants around there. In these communities, there's the social life is big.
323-3382. You got it? 860-323-3382. And also nclifestylenow.com. nclifestylenow.com to make your appointments to see Andy in the next couple of days. Andy, I got to run.
Yep.
Thanks a million for being with me.
Thank you, Brad.